Good evening. Tonight I'd like to cover and discuss the group team/development stages. I chose this topic because it is important for a leader to understand being committed in creating collaborative, cohesive relationships that enhances effectiveness and productivity within the group. A leader must remember that no matter how good an individual's performance is, the team performance is more important. When leaders bring their teams together, an environment high in morale, effectiveness, and productivity will definitely be created. However, not all leaders have the necessary knowledge to create such effective teams. Some leaders may be more authoritative. Some leaders may be good at more delegating. You have to have the right amount of balance and knowledge to be an effective leader. Each stage of group and team development includes the necessary information for leaders to assess and manage the team they are trying to build. First, you have the forming stage. This is where the leaders will go and begin forming their groups. They will work on getting to know the teammates and their strengths. They will also establish rules. The groups begin their work by deciding on their purpose, how they will operate, and the behavior that will and will not be accepted. It is important as a leader to not think you have to be the one to make all of those decisions. You don't have to put those things into play. Allow this to be the first time the team works together as a group to determine what should and should not be. At this stage, everyone is excited and optimistic about what goals and tasks they can accomplish. Keep that drive and anticipation in the atmosphere, because there will come stages and there will come times when that drive, when those open and optimistic attitudes are completely necessary. Second and third stages, or what we call the storming and norming stage. These stages are often intertwined because here you are actively working to form the group, and you will be met with resistance, and individuals will need time to normalize themselves with their new teammates, the expectations, and tasks. At first, it may seem as if differences in personalities, the ideas, and hurt feelings will lead to the group's failures. Arguments, competitions for power, ideas that are not so good, ideas that are disregarded, are all a part of the process. Sometimes you even deal with groups and teams that turn around and formulate cliques. This all will test the boundaries and challenge the leader's goals and the approaches. But it is also at this point where you will want to incorporate friendly conversation and active interactions. Social gatherings where the group is allowed to get to know each other in their cultures, their strengths, their weaknesses, why they are part of the group, and how effective they can be in the group can also take place. You may also want to incorporate a give and take as a leader. Allow your team to give ideas on how to resolve the issues and take what is helpful, and let that be what you build on. Allow your team to give ideas on how goals and tasks should be completed and take what is helpful. At some point, the team will look and all say, hey, this works, let's keep doing it. They will also begin to act in ways that are associated with the group's desired identity. If they want to be a group of people that are seen as productive, effective, and beneficial, their work, their attitude, their tones will all show that. Individual behaviors will not be tolerated. Your team will not allow the individuals to disrupt the camaraderie, and individuals will start to become more hesitant about stepping on boundaries or being disrespectful or feeling like they are the I in team. Cohesiveness and high morale will trump individual attitudes. Once you get past the storming and norming stages, you have what I like to think is the most challenging stage, which is performing. Performing, in my opinion, is the hardest stage. This is where you, as a leader, and the team members will be tested. As a leader, you will be looked at to see how much work, how much thought, communication, and openness you've had within your team. Your team will be tested on how well they can work together in order for the productivity in the task to be completed. This is the stage where you may not have a breakthrough. It is at this moment you will learn if your team has had enough knowledge of one another to understand and be able to handle the process of operating. The more comfortable they are increases the trust and unity, which eliminates conflict, non-conforming, and disrespect. This is where your team is the most productive when it comes to completing goals and tasks, and they work together the hardest. Not only are they satisfied and happy with each other, they are satisfied and happy with the work. It is also at this stage where, if conflict does arise, the group is more equipped to settle their differences and get back to work. Revisiting the storming stage is normal at the performing stage, because maybe they'll need a little bit more motivation. Maybe they'll need a little bit more push and a little bit knowledge to get to their next stage, and that's fine, because it is always okay to go backwards if you have to go forwards. Organizational success is obtainable. Getting back on track, it won't be a problem. Individuals coming to your team will understand the expectations and the culture. They will be quick and non-hesitant to fall in line. New people will not want to be the problem. Individuals coming to the team will automatically understand this is how we get work done together. Being a leader is only as hard as a leader makes it. Remembering important concepts, using developmental stage to build your team, and utilizing the leadership style that fits the situation helps improve your team's productivity. The work atmosphere and the morale will have been boosted to a positive point. It ensures a leader is working. Being a leader that has created and developed a positive, successful team means that the leader has worked on being and is trying to be a servant leader, there to build the organization and the culture. These people are beneficial to the people, the organization, productivity. I have found this information to be helpful and useful, and hopefully you will too. Thank you.